Ombra mai fu di vegetabile, cara e amabile, soave più. Greetings, this is Charles Darwin, and I'm singing to you the beginning of the opera Circe, or Xerxes, by George Friedrich Handel. This is not one of his more popular operas. You have a hard time finding it today, but I'm sure you have heard the aria with which it begins. It is known as Handel's Largo, and it's based on a story about the Persian Emperor Xerxes. Xerxes encountered this beautiful plane tree, Platanus orientalis, closely related to the American sycamore, Platanus occidentalis. And so beautiful was this shade that he wanted to protect the tree, and he left a guard to protect the tree. This was the basis of a libretto that was written and that Handel used for the opera. It began, "Tender and beautiful fronds of my beloved plane tree, let fate smile upon you. May thunder, lightning, and storms never disturb your dear peace, nor may you by blowing winds be profaned." That's a recitative, and then begins the aria that I sang for you. You know, maybe I'd better leave the opera singing to the professionals, such as my friend Carol, who's an opera singer in California. La très bonne cantatrice, as they would say in France. But anyway, it begins, "Never was a shade of any plant dearer and more lovely or more sweet. Ombra mai fu di vegetabile, cara e amabile, soave più." Now, shade is a beautiful thing, especially from a large tree, like a sycamore. And it has a lot of spiritual meaning to us, and it can make us feel very beautiful and very relaxed. But you know, there's a more practical reason that we need to recultivate an appreciation of shade. When the sun shines on these leaves, they get hot, and for their own survival, they have to cool themselves down. They do that by evaporating water. Basically, leaves act as air conditioners. Water vapor goes through their pores, and as a result, the heat is not destroyed. Heat cannot be destroyed, but the heat is transferred from down here in the form of liquid water to higher in the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Of course, it still contributes to global warming, but down here, where we live, it's more comfortable. Therefore, if we build houses in the shade of trees, then we won't have to use air conditioning as much. Perhaps we'll still have to use it some, but not as much. These trees function as free air conditioners so that we can reduce our use of air conditioning. Now, of course, you have to be careful about trees over buildings. If you have trees directly over buildings, your insurance will probably make you cut off the branches that are directly over the house. And of course, if you have a weak kind of tree, such as a sugarberry, it can easily blow over in the wind. If you have a strong tree, however, such as a sycamore tree or an oak tree, that is much less likely to happen. So if you place the trees properly, or you place the building properly in relation to the trees that are already there, you can reap some of the benefits of the free air conditioning and minimize the risks. There's always risks of everything, of course. So let's keep that in mind. Trees have evolved the ability to cool their leaves off. They wouldn't be here if they had not evolved that ability, but that can also be transferred into an ecological benefit for humankind. This is Charles Darwin. Tally-ho, and amen. Di vegetabile, cara e amabile, soave più, soave